There is no second pass.
Good morning, Crypto Chaos, guys. Oh my god, we need some extra coffee today. Holy crap. How do we do this? Welcome back again, guys, for more news and chaos. Of course, you guys come for the news and stay for the chaos. Crypto Chaos. Oh my god. Thanks again, guys, for coming out this morning. I cannot believe we made it back. We were up till, I don't even know, damn near midnight last night again, and here we are again, back like it didn't even happen. Oh geez, let's get into a price action. Of course, winning, winning. You know, so I'm tired of winning, guys. I don't want to be wrong in such a spectacular way. I'll get into that here in a second. Danny, Super Danny, yes, I have the day off and I still have to head out. Good morning, Super Danny. Of course, you're going to City. Cincinnati. Yeah, good morning, Chaos. Good morning, fam. Good morning, Cliff. Good morning, Braveheart. Good morning, Braveheart. How you doing, man? We missed you yesterday. How you doing? Oh, hell. Braveheart, the CEO of McFreedoms. Good morning. Yeah, we also got Crypto JPEG here. Good morning, Chaos crew. Let's go. Let's wake up, guys. Let's wake up. It's hard to wake up this morning. Good morning. Danny out scooping up those Christmas, miracles, says Braveheart Make Freedoms in the chat. Good morning, Crypto Otaku's C-Story, everybody here. Good morning. Gamagod's also here. Grand Rising Otaku Chaos family. Let's get this money. And some of you guys got a little bit more last night. If you guys caught the move in Miria, I know some of you guys hold that, some of you guys don't. Probably better off if you don't. Just saying.
What are you, stupid?
Yes, at this present time. Just a little bit of chaos right there. Wow. As I clicked the wrong button. Yeah, sitting at 87,600 for Bitcoin. Of course, last night calling this ridiculous pattern. We didn't do anything. Again, I said last night, I'm like, if we do not send this down any lower, we're going to go sideways like we did the last two times we stayed up late to determine price action, because of the, flash crash, right? And we just went sideways, of course, after it. In spectacular fashion. I cannot believe I was so close. Within like $500. I was off. I was just hoping that we would hold this line. That's it. That's all I was hoping for. And I even adjusted the line a little bit this morning because it looked like we did create some, some new wicks I didn't account for over the past few days. So yeah, we are still like basically right on top of it. I guess maybe you can go back up a little bit there, but yeah, we're still like just on the I guess the bear trend line. So we still haven't broken out in a significant fashion. We broke out a little bit yesterday, but it wasn't enough, of course, to hold it and flip the bearish sentiment into bullish support. Yeah, and we're still waiting for that to happen, but it doesn't even matter because they're still being controlled, manipulated until Friday. Again, Friday's options expiry. Again, this has been my biggest narrative for the last couple weeks now. We're waiting for all this manipulated price action to stop. This. What is this? What am I referring to? This is the hour candles here. Well, every 10 a.m. we seem to just go the opposite direction in which the bears, the bulls, are fighting for this range, which is between 84K and 96K. And if I were a betting man, I would say that we're probably going to come back up after the market opens. We got about 5 minutes. We're probably going to come back up here and just at least recover to there at some point within 10 to 10:30. We're probably going to send it up there. It's highly manipulated price action right now, guys. We're still stuck in this range until Friday. All right. And it's pretty obvious too, man. My God, it's so obvious what they're doing now. Ridiculous. So that's what I'm expecting as of this morning to happen. We could still see the opposite occur. We could come down here, chop a little bit, but there isn't much left to go down here. Max Payne's at 84K for the Bulls, and Max Payne's at 896K for the Bears. We're still stuck in this range. Nothing has changed, guys. Again, same shit, different day. More coffee, more coffee. Thanks, Bill. All right. Moving back in the chat. How you guys doing? How you guys feeling? Let's get this money. Yes, Gamma got us. Let's get it. Speaking of getting this money, some of you guys got some of your money back, I guess, from Miria. Had a breakout last night. At the peak last night, we were up 88%, I believe I saw. Let's take a look on the chart and see what we got. 73. A wick to 7. Oh, I'm missing a little bit of the move there. Oh, what the hell? Okay, it just wants to keep. All right, this is jank. There we go. Yeah, so about 89% on that top, from the top to bottom there on that move. For those who caught any of that, good for you. I don't think you really wanted to play it, to be honest. This is a bit of just a recovery, I think. We did bottom out here more than likely last night at 406. So Nebs, I'm sorry, man. You're probably not going to get that 405 like you were hoping. Damn. That sucks. Sorry, man. Sorry. All right. So we did break out a little bit here, but we do have to get back above 3014, 15, and of course the big one, the big one, which is 20. Was it 202? Way up here. Wait, not way up there. Yeah, way up there somewhere. I was showing this to one of our Discord users yesterday. I think it was Danny, Super Danny. Yeah, basically get back up here at 202. That's a big move, man. That's a big move. I don't know if that's gonna happen anytime soon, but that is probably when I'm gonna get back out, to be honest. I'm just telling you the truth. Telling it like it is. All right. Moving back into the chat. How we doing? How we feeling? What are you guys doing? Extra coffee for some Miria recovery last night. Good. Yes. GDP data this morning. Yes. Danny. Danny. I don't think that's why Miria is moving, but that might be why some of the markets might be recovering in TradFi. Guys, we got to get back into the headlines real quick. See what's going on with that. Some of us just woke up from one of the longest live streams we've done on the stream, as per usual. All right. Let's see. What's going on the headlines here. ServiceNow acquiring cybersecurity startup Armis for nearly $8 billion. U.S. economy grows by 4.3% in third quarter, much more than expected. Delayed report shows. It's all bullshit. Novo Nordisk stock surges on hopes that Wegovy pill approval will deliver some redemption for investors. I'll believe that the economy is growing when the normies stop complaining about the price of food, the prices of literally anything, rent, the prices of general goods here in America. Yeah, electronics, everything. Epstein Files latest batch from DOJ includes court records, fight logs, and heavily redacted documents. So a lot of that nonsense too still. Distracting people. Gold is trading at record levels. Why it might hit 5,000 an ounce soon. More than likely soon. Yeah.
When will then be now? Soon.
Probably in the first quarter of next year. EV realism is here. Electric vehicle automakers react to 2026 will be telling times. Stock futures fall shortly after much stronger than expected GDP report. So it looks like we're having a bit of a sell-off, just again, the buy the rumor, sell the news event on stocks right now. Let's take a look and see what's going on with Bloomberg. The market open right about now, about 30 seconds or so away. I think it's like 40 seconds. Those should be back up here any second now. Okay, let's just check the chart real quick and see what's going on with gold and silver. We have some time. Silver's still hitting at 70. My God, this is played out stupid. Played out so stupid. I can't believe this is still going. Getting near our target of like 70, 75 by the end of the year in December, and then about testing 80 by the middle of next month. It could actually outperform my prediction on this stupid thing. I put this up back in the summer. That's ridiculous. Gold. Still doing a thing too. My God, what the hell? This one came out a little late, but still playing into it on recent moves. And I was predicting like 5,000 by the middle of February or some crap like next year. Getting back in the chat, guys. We are about ready to get into. Yes, there it is. The open bell.
Futures down half a percent.
Barely.
The odds of a rate cut are reduced with a GDP number out. It is a third quarter number, but the first reading at 4.3%. Strongest growth we've seen in a couple of years. Couple of ETF bell ringers here on the New York Stock Exchange. You've got Quantify Funds with its BTGD.
Coincidence?
An ETF that aims to give you exposure to Bitcoin and gold. Since October of 2024, when it came out, it's up 82%. So great return there. Down at, wait, that was the NASDAQ. This is the New York Stock Exchange. It's like my world has completely changed. This is Peerless. I don't know what they were staring at there, but they have an ETF, WEEL, as you can see, which is also up since, I think, May of 24 when it came out, but only about 22%. Better than a stick in the eye, as my stockbroker always says. In terms of the stocks that we're watching, Bonnie has big gain there for Novo Nordisk.
Right here, exactly. Novo Nordisk surging. We know why. The FDA approved the sale
More weight loss drugs.
Wegovy. Novo can start selling the pills in the US as early as next month. We were talking with the CEO a little bit earlier. Very excited about that. Of course, as a new CEO, just got into the position back in August, so he has a lot to prove, and he is getting a great start. Those shares, of course, had taken a huge nosedive as opposed to Lilly shares, which had really outperformed. Matt, I know you were making that point earlier, but certainly today, the CEO will be happy with those shares up 9% on that news.
So we got on this morning.
Look at, Vonnie, the comp function on the Bloomberg terminal defaults to a 5-year period, and if you put Lilly in there against Novo Nordisk, Eli Lilly has beaten Novo by 530%. So the outperformance is absolutely massive. They've got a long way to go to catch up. Shares of Tesla, as we've been talking about, near a record high. The company convinced a Texas judge to transfer a lawsuit over self-driving vehicle patents to Northern California. I'm not sure how that affects those shares, but the point is, at $490, they're valuing the entire company at more than $1.6 trillion. So Tesla has just an absolutely massive market cap for a company that, for the most part, makes money with cars. Let's bring back Joanne Feeney, Advisors Capital Management Portfolio Manager and Partner. And Joanne, just to recap, the GDP blowout this morning was pretty astounding. 4.3% the U.S. economy grew in the third quarter. Is that too backwards looking for you, or is that still an important data point to watch?
It's definitely an important data point, Matt. You know, as I was saying earlier, net export increase was 1.7% of that. That's a big number, and without that, I don't think this number would be shaking people up so much. That's really a result of the tariff policy, and that's not a terribly good sign. But what is good is what's happening on the investment front, and we're certainly seeing a lot of dollars pouring into data centers and into the services folks that help to engineer and build those data centers. So, we're certainly seeing the AI move spread across the economy and show up in these GDP numbers.
Well, I know, Joanne, that you've been looking at, perhaps maybe not the obvious AI plays. So Broadcom, for example, and Palo Alto Networks are two of your picks. Are they still your picks going into next year?
All right. They're going back into tech stocks again. Okay. All right, I'm over it. We'll, of course, find a news article to read on it, I'm sure, here. I'm surprised that it's not front and center. It's a little lower here. Right here, holiday retail spending rose 4.2% this season, driven by e-commerce and electronics, Visa reports. We got Greenland, Prime Minister rebukes Trump's special envoy overture, cloudy future for bourbon, as Jim B closing Kentucky distillery for a year. No! Why? That's one of my favorite go-tos. Damn it. Damn you, Gem Beam. Which I'm sure they're going to have plenty of stuff. Still in the barrel. What else we got? This is LinkedIn #1 piece for advice. Tesla, of course, looking for outlooks today. Analyst calls. Hanwha Ocean shares jumped 10% after Trump says South Korean firm to build warships for United States Navy. All right. I'm surprised we don't have. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, there we go. Let's read into this a little bit and discover what the government's lying to us about next. Okay. I mean, that's what it is.
Stupid.
And that's what it is. All these numbers are just fluff. The U.S. economy grew as much as greater than expected pace in the third quarter, boasting a strong consumer spending. A delayed report released on Tuesday showed U.S. GDP, a sum of all goods and services produced in the sprawling U.S. economy, expanded by 4.3% in the July-September period. The Commerce Department said in the initial reading of the third quarter growth. Economists polled by Dow Jones expected a gain of 3.2%. Consumer spending expanded by 3.5% in the third quarter, rising 2.5% in the second quarter. Increasing exports expanded by 3.5% in the third quarter, rising 2.5% in the second quarter. All right. The report originally had been scheduled for release on October 30th, but was delayed, of course, with the government shutdown, which we might still have another one, guys, if they do not get their shit together by the 1st. Which I don't think they have anything prepared for this, to be honest, on the 1st. This also replaced a second estimate that was set to drop on November 26th. The Department's Bureau of Economic Analysis will release one final estimate later. A measure of growth called a real final sales to private domestic products rose 3% in the quarter, up 0.1 percentage point from the prior period. Federal Reserve policymakers watch the data point closely for signs of consumer demand. The economy moved forward during the period despite persistent signs of inflation pressures. The personal consumption expenditures price index, the Fed's primary inflation gauge, rose 2.8% during the period and 2.9% for the core, which excludes, of course, one of the most important things, food and energy. Both were above prior respective readings of 2.1%, 2.6%, remain well above the Fed's 2% inflation gauge. Also, the chain-weighted price index, which accounts for changes in consumer behavior such as switching less expensive products for pricier items, rose 3.8%, a full percentage point above the forecast. So people, it looks like, are starting to change their behaviors and going to like great value brands for maybe some of their products. Though the report presented in a largely focused or positively view of the economy, markets reacted little as the data is backward looking. Stock futures were slightly negative while treasury yields held higher. Elsewhere in the report, corporate profits soared $166.1 billion or 4.2% compared to the gain of $6.8 billion in the second quarter. So, huzzah! It is the perfect coincidental setup for a Santa rally for stocks. Sus? Sus much? I don't know. It feels like it. All right, we'll see how, of course, crypto reacts to this. All right, speaking of crypto, let's see. How's Bitcoin doing? Is it doing what I think it was going to do? Shooting back up to retest some of these ranges to try to, of course, keep the balance for the max pain for the bulls and the bears. They gotta basically stay somewhere in the middle here. 90K would be perfect for both of them, but after these options expire, guys, we're gonna see some serious shit, more than likely to the upside, with all the quantitative easing coming into next year. All right, so keep that in your playbook. It's a possibility we do see a Santa rally after Christmas. Kind of weird to see a Santa rally after Santa's already been gone. All right, let's get back. I've never seen a Santa rally either, guys. Just being full disclosure, I've never actually witnessed one in crypto. This just seems like a really, really positive setup for it. Sus for everything. All right, getting back into the news here. Let's jump around here. They still see what Bloomberg's talking about. Let's go over to CNBC while they're catching up on old stuff. Okay.
Constantly tell you how good they are, and they're going to get blown away when Vera Rubin comes out, and they're going to regret that they made claims that where they really are going to end up being non-playoff contenders.
Is GTC's in January?
I know, a couple months after.
Okay, all right. So,
but when you go to GTC, I mean, you're like, wow, I just said really good things about Google's chip. I realize now Google's saving a little money, but you can't base everything on.
All right, old man. Okay, I'm over it already. I'm over it already. I kind of want to give them a minute just in case they go from gold and silver to Bitcoin.
NVIDIA, as is Zuckerberg. They have a great relationship, and yet all I hear about is that Zuckerberg's going to use Google's chips.
He derailed it and went right back to NVIDIA again. Okay, never mind. Fox Business, what are they talking about? Nothing. They're on break. Going back to Bloomberg just one more time, seeing who else they were going to have on next. 2026 S&P 500 targets unanimously bullish.
The Santa Claus rally. This is Bloomberg Open Interest.
But stock markets aren't going to get that, mythical Santa Claus rally, according to Matt Miller. All right, moving on. I'm over it. Let's take a look at some of these metrics, guys. How are we feeling? How are we doing in the chat? Extra coffee for some. Miri recovery last night. Yeah, that was ridiculous, guys. I still cannot believe I'm awake today. How do I do this? Coffee with, oh God, butter. Oh God, dang it, Cliff. That's so gross, man.
What are you, stupid?
Oh, that's so gross. I never could do that. Cliff says, oh yes, service now or later. What the hell, Cliff? Good morning, Nebs. How's it going? Good morning, Nebs. Danny Super Danny in the house says, Three Kings rally. Yeah, Three Kings rally. Jesus. All right. Let's get back into CNBC headlines. Let's take a look at Fox Business headlines. We already looked at CNBC. Iconic Kentucky Bourbon Distillery to pause production through the end of 2026. That's, of course, Jim Beam. I already read that one. 2,000 pounds of sausage recalled after customer finds dangerous metal strip. Oh, no. Oh, God. Elon Musk mocks Waymo after cars stop during a massive San Francisco power outage. Weird. Parents say kids freeze on mandated electric school buses during brutal winter. Oh, my God. Oh, jeez. Over 13,000 above ground pools recalled after deadly flaw that killed. This is all just, again, shock value at Fox Business this morning. Parents, massive refund checks may still hit American wallets as tax law changes take effect. This is probably still pointing to the stimulus checks. I don't know.
The November index, consumer price index out about an hour ago. Prices up.
Inflation in the 1% range, and it looks like that's.
Kevin, when
they talked about, did they talk to Kevin Hassett this morning? Is that this morning? I wish they had dates on the damn thing on the bottom here. No, I think this is old. I think they're just talking about the old stuff. All right. A leading contender to become president and next chair, reserve chair, said the administration expects larger tax refunds and higher take-home pay next year. This is all, of course, old news. And talk about the stimulus checks here. Anything update to this is what we're basically looking for. Because that's more than likely going to pump our bags, next year, as we all know. All right. You saw in the jobs report that wages for typical worker were up 3.7%. So if you're running a 3.7% wages increases at 1.6 core inflation, the real wages are growing at a rate of 2 to 2.5%. Yeah, whatever, bro. By our estimates right now, the blue-collar workers have already seen an almost 2,000 raise this year after inflation because wages are growing so much faster than prices. Hassett explained. Well, Hassett's full of shit.
What are you, stupid?
So I don't know what I hear from my friends and family, I'll tell you that. I think that when this happens in the end, this is what happened in the first Trump term, is that people will see their wallets continue to. Oh yeah, we read this yesterday. We actually watched the video yesterday. This video last night.
I'm actually blushing. This is not makeup. This is me blushing.
Yeah. We watched this last night. All right, I'm over it. It's old news. Lower gas prices to save holiday travelers. Big bucks as million hit the road. Is it really though? I mean, I just watched it climb back up above $3 here in Florida. It was at a low of like $2.80 the week prior. So I don't know. It was actually $2.59 was the lowest I saw here in Florida. So yeah, definitely climbing still for this holiday travel. Yeah, as it always does. Taking advantage, of course, of people that require travel. Popular restaurant chain plans a nationwide rollout of lighter portions menu. Okay. I think a lot of those companies are doing that now, like Olive Garden and whatever. House moves to protect children online from predators in Australia as Australia clamps down on social media. American Prosperity Pillow revives symbol of wealth. Oh my God. This is all nonsense. I'm over it. I'm over it. Fox Business. I'm over it. All right. Moving on. Let's get back into some of the metrics, guys. How are we feeling this morning? How are we doing? All right. Let's see what the stock market's doing in fear and greed this morning. Looking in greed. We're back into greed for the stock market. 57, guys. We have not been here in like a matter of a month or two. Or 3. It's been a long time since we've seen it flip to greed here in the States. All right, let's take a look at how's crypto fear and greed doing as well. It's been recently mostly around 16 in extreme fear. Let's see what we got. Drum roll, guys, drum roll. Let me get my wrench. Let's see. 24 still in extreme fear. Damn it. Damn it. This is the same place we were last night. No, nothing has changed, guys. Nothing has changed. On crypto sentiment overall, according to CoinTree, let's take a look at the overall market cap. We did fall. We did lose 3 trillion last night. And we are continuing to maybe bounce here. It is looking like it's starting to see a little bit of a bull trend still, withholding for the overall crypto market cap. Bitcoin sitting at 87,300. Looking at Tether, still hanging out here at around 113. Wow, 113 billion dollars. 3 cents lower than it was yesterday. And nothing really else happening in the other coins. Some other assets are down, a percentage or two, mostly just going sideways, down a fraction of a percent. Top 10, top 20, about the same as well. Nothing has changed. Bitcoin Cash still at 11, Cardano still at 10, and SWE did lose top 20. Got replaced by DAI, but that's of course just a stable coin. So technically, if you didn't count the stable coins in this lineup, SWE would actually be in the top 17 with the likes of Litecoin at like 18. But who's counting? We're talking about market cap anyway. Who cares? All right. So yeah, we're looking right here at USDC. Speaking of market cap, sitting at $77 billion, still climbing. Tether sitting at $186 billion, damn near $187 billion now. Still a lot of money on the sidelines. Has never been deployed this entire year. Next year, more than likely, we are going to see some change. All right, let's take a look at crypto bubbles. How are we doing with the Dixie? Before we get into bubbles, how are we doing with the Dixie? 98.1. 98.1. Coming up a little bit after we did lose it yesterday. 97.8. I'm not sure why. Just because the jobs data was positive. When America's always looked in the limelight, there's always a little bit of a rally in the Dixie. And then, of course, people realize, oh, wait, that's good for risk on assets too, and then we send it to the downside. This is the Dixie on the month, still on the downward trajectory. This is of course a rollover on the 3 month there. The 6 month, a little bit. You could say it's still a little bit bullish there on the 6 month. But if you look at year to date, it's down and to the right. I say down with the Dixie, down to the right. All right, let's get back to crypto bubbles. How are we doing in crypto bubbles on the day? Everything's flat. Down 3%. Damn. Down 3% on the top 100, 200, 300, 400 assets, all about sold off about 3% this morning. Let's take a look. Any big movers here on the day? Pump That Fund still continues to sell off 13% here. Knight is trying to find its bottom still, down 26% on the day. Damn, on the day. That's a pretty big sell off there, but it's still only a week or so old, a few weeks old maybe on midnight. So yeah, it's just trying to find its bottom. I would say it's getting close. I feel like it's getting close. It could maybe get as low as maybe 75. So it's 7 cents 5, something like that, or maybe as low as 6.5. I don't know. No one knows, guys. No one knows. But those would probably be the new next 2 areas I'm looking at if you want to get in on midnight for the really good entry for that particular project. All right. Anything else that's oversold here on the day? Those are some pretty big sell-offs, guys. You might want to take that into consideration when looking at DCAing today. All right. On the week, we're looking at projects that are down at least 15%. Tao's down 16. That's not a bad percentage off on the week. Still not down 30% on the month, though, but that's not too bad for, a big player in the top 100. Aster's 13, Mantle's down 15. Pump That Fund is now down 27.4 on the week. Of course, selling off because of the lawsuit. And that's about it. On the week, it's kind of flat. I'm kind of just not feeling any of these assets, to believe it or not, other than Tao. Other than Tao, really. That's about it. On the monthly here, we're looking for 30s, 40s, 50s. There's nothing. Not a damn thing to be seen other than Aster, Dash, Arrow, and Pump.fun. And I am not feeling any of those damn tokens. So I'm going to go back to my overall commitment to utility. Guys, going into 2026, you need to hold coins with real utility. Been saying that for 2 years. This is going to be the run of real utility. You need to make sure you have coins that actually do something. Don't be stacking the dogs and frogs and cats. You need things that do stuff for the next run. IP Story's down 38%. Some of you guys, I know you love this project. Maybe you want to continue to DCA into that. That's a decent amount as well. Aptos, down 32%. I like Aptos. I just don't hold any right anymore. What happened to Algorand? Speaking of all these old Dino coins, what happened to Algorand? Well, it used to be in the top 20. Last cycle, down 22% on the month. It's pretty much just been kind of ignoring our projections. We're looking for, of course, out of every single thing we're looking at every single day. I haven't talked about Algorand forever. 68% of the year, like every other asset's down 70-80%. All right. So if I had to pick some right here on the top 100 right now, it's oversold. Damn it, this is difficult. Aptos was not too bad. Maybe it's going to be kind of a choose your own adventure kind of day, guys. I don't have a clear winner, to be honest, other than BitTensor down, was it 25% on the week, whatever it was. No, not even that. It was only down 16%, 26% on the month. It's probably going to be something between Aster, Aptos, and BitTensor. I'm not a big fan, just to be clear, of Aster. I don't like Binance whatsoever, and I think the exchange tokens need to just, stay out of my portfolio. All right. Moving on. What do we got here in the top 200 assets? Let's see. We got wormholes down here on the month. We're looking on the day first, though. Everything's down on the day, obviously. Beats, that was that AI driven game, right? The AI dance driven game, right? That's down 37% now on the day. Still up about 68% on the week and 204% on the month. So again, it just broke out. Did have its launch, and trying to find its bottom. Like all the other assets, probably going to see something around the range of like maybe $2.50. Maybe if it can, maybe go down to $2. Maybe you want to look at a buy in there if you're trying to get an entry here. I don't know why you're looking at a game before the beginning of the biggest utility run, but anyway, that's just my 2 cents, right? all right. Moving on. We're looking at the weekly here. What's the most sold off here on the week? We're looking for at least 15%, 20%, but we got some 30s here too. Stables down 33%. That's that gas powered stable coin play. What's this? Wormhole's down 6. What is this? Trust Wallet's down 14. Looking for 15s. There's nothing else. Really nothing else that's really grabbing me. Starknet's still down 17% on the week. DCR's down 19, almost 20. Theta's down 17. Been a while since we heard anything positive about Theta. I know, was it, what's his name? I like that coin. What's this one? Camino. Camino's down 20%. I don't think we've ever even looked at this coin. That's been in the top 200 for a little while. Looks like in the month it popped in and then it just kind of hung out. All right. Let's get back into the monthly. See what else is down the most on the month. We're looking for 30s, 40s, 50s, mostly 40s and 50s. Starknet is down 50%. Maybe this is the coin you need. Of course, we went into that deep yesterday. Let's see. 27% off Celestia. OG down 37%. Mana's down 30%. My God, I can't believe that coin's still in the top 200 to begin with. Barely hanging in there. That's of course Decentraland from last cycle. Wormhole's down 26. I would of course call that, but it's not sold off enough. I do like me some Wormhole. Damn, even Amp's not even sold off enough. I can't believe Amp's hanging in there in the top 200 too. Crazy. That's definitely a blast from the past from last cycle. Rocket Pool. Plasma, 37%. Damn, I'm just not feeling any of these tokens anymore, guys. We are definitely at the bottom. You can tell. You can definitely tell we're at the bottom when nothing's really starting to, appear to be oversold in some of the bigger utility-driven plays. I I guess maybe Starknet would be my pick. I'm not a huge fan of it. We read about it, of course, yesterday. I haven't looked at that coin in a while. IMX is damn near 30%, not quite there, 28.2. Maybe that's the one you want, but Starknet's down 50%. Maybe it's not a bad place to DCA and wait for a flippening if you want to get in and get out on that ZK roll-up project there. All right, moving on. Again, my 2 cents, guys. Don't, again, not financial advice,
I'd buy that for $1.
All right, getting back in the TradFi, make sure we don't miss anything this morning. Happy Joy in the chat. Having a good one, Joy. Good morning, Joy. Happy Joy to you. All right, what are we talking about? This is Herman Chan, Bloomberg Intelligence.
It's been phenomenal, right? And we should get a lot more things like AI issuance next year. A lot, obviously, of government issuance as well.
Right. So those are the 2 factors that are supporting trading going forward. Keeping in mind that over the past couple of years, trading's been up double digits in 2025 and 2024.
I'm over it. I'm not a big fan of watching their Bloomberg analysts come on. I feel like they're just, I don't know, just kind of left out of just doing busy work and just kind of just like left out of the loop for some reason. That's the impression I get from a lot of them. Anyway, CNBC live stream. Let's see what else is going on over here. If you guys want to catch the real news for free, TradFi news that is, jump over here to newslive.com. Again, don't pay for what you get for free. I'm just trying to save you guys some money. I don't pay for it. Hell no. Pay for every damn thing. Costs you $15 a month for everything in the world. Grayscale getting a little bit of a Bitcoin ad here while we of course waiting for news to come back for CNBC. That's of course their mini trust. That's their new product that launched last year. I believe it still happened last year after their main trust got the approval for the ETF. That's with a smaller fee too. So for those who don't know. All right.
You've got that.
They're back. Let's see what we got.
Money good from
Warner Bros. Oh my God, I'm over it. All right, TradFi sucks this morning. We got about 3 minutes until we get into crypto news, guys. Bear with me. Of course, waiting for us to get the baby out of the oven. Average price for gas right now, $2.85. Not in Florida.
In Los Angeles, California, expecting a lot of rain today.
Florida, I mean, California's $8 right now.
We will keep
$8.
you updated. Back to you in New York.
Very good, Matt. Thank you very much. It could always be worse, bottom line. I also want to thank Adam Johnson.
Wow. It can always be worse, guys. Don't worry, guys. It can always be worse. Shout out to Cody Bakula. If you guys aren't part of the Discord, you might want to head over here. It's a lot of fun, of course, hanging out with the crew. I do want to make sure you guys know that there is a scammer out there trying to scam some of you guys. So if you get a message from me that says something ridiculous that I would not say, especially without emojis, I don't ever send anything without emojis. You might want to ignore it, right? You might want to ignore it. Oh, jeez. But again, shout out to Cody Bakula, of course, giving us our first giveaway. That's right. He donated, of course, these silver charms to the channel with a embedded with a orange sapphire. We're gonna be giving this away on the 26th, guys. The largest expiry event for Bitcoin as well. The same day, we could be in the middle of some serious volatility while we're giving these away, and I'm so excited. So excited. I've been, of course, shouting from the rooftops since last week. All right, guys, don't miss out on that. And, of course, all you got to do is, of course, be there on the 26th and donate any amount of Super Chat. And, of course, we'll get you in the, we'll throw, of course, write your name on a entry and put it in a hat. All right, we're going to do it the old school way. Again, shout out to Cody again, somewhere in this crazy lineup of chat over in Discord. He shared with us the gas prices in Florida, in California, in LA, $8 right now for diesel and $8 for regular gas. What the hell? $7.89 for regular. I thought diesel was a lot cheaper because of the process that's involved. It's one less step in the process for diesel, right? Why the hell is it the same price basically as standard gasoline? And if you're gonna honestly, and then if you're gonna pay for regular, $7.89 for regular, wouldn't you also just pay for like Supreme for 10 cents more? I don't know. It just feels like, what's the point anymore? What's the point? You're not saving anything. All right. Let's get back in track. Also, guys, if you want to, of course, join the Discord, all you gotta do is jump over here, read the rules page. The link's in the description down below, and then hit the little fire emoji to get access to the Discord. It'll send you to the lobby, and of course, we'll welcome you to the chaos. Yes, Jason actually made it out to the chaos. Oh my God, it's awesome. Guys, we got Jason on board. Let's go. Welcome. Awesome. All right, let's get going back into the news. We're about ready to dive into crypto news. I'm going to do one more run through TradFi, make sure we don't miss a beat. Looks like they're on break anyway, so we're not going to miss a damn thing. Everyone's on break. Okay, cool. Let's get into some crypto news, see what we got this morning. Let's see if anything is breaking. Ethereum ETF snap outflow streak with XRP products post multi-week highs. Regardless of price action, they're still gobbling up, playing Hungry Hippo with some of your favorite coins. So don't skip it, guys. It could be a crazy breakout coming for all of our assets. Wall Street bid on crypto dominated 2025, but what's the demand look like for 2026? Take a look. It's probably just going to outline a lot of the catalysts all coming into 2026, which of course we have an entire list of them all lined up for basically the first quarter of next year. Right now, the only thing we really have is Fed chair's replacement. It's going to be announced by the end of the month, allegedly. We still haven't heard anything yet. Hassett was still in the lead as of last week with 55% on Polymarket. Japan carry trade on wine started this week on Monday, officially. It was announced, of course, last Thursday. If you guys hung out with us super late. I think we stayed up till like 3 in the morning. It was the longest live stream we ever did. Already announced Japanese, of course, stimulus also is coming. $118 billion to somewhat be a softener to this amount of interest hike, right? Senate rally, of course, there's a 45% chance this is my personal estimate. There's a 45% chance we're going to get one. As we get closer to the actual day of, if we can actually break above or below and get some pain out there, I would love to see us actually break below 84. That would be max pain, scare everyone out, freak everyone out, send it all crashing. We get one more retest, maybe at 80K, maybe even as low as 75, and then a crazy explosion next year. I'd be okay with that too. Senate rally though, still, I don't know. I've never seen it. I'm not betting on it. It just would be a nice occurrence. Andy versus Spencer, we had him come on the 20th. That was amazing, guys. If you didn't catch that, that was one of the best live streams we ever did. Check that out. It was insane. It was our old investor versus new investor. Kilt Confidence versus Mount Gox Trauma. January 1st, another shutdown. Yep, that's still in the cards as well. Again, I don't think they had enough time to make any sort of agreement before. If we get some sort of emergency meeting leading up to this, we could maybe see an extension, and then we'll probably put that out until maybe the middle and scare everyone until the end of January. You guys know how this all goes. It's just all delayed after delay after delay. Will Trump's tariffs rule unlawful? Supreme Court's also going to announce that in January as well. That could stir up the markets as well. Be prepared for that. It's going to be pretty choppy, I think, going into next year for TradFi anyway. A market structure bill passed in January is also on the lineup. TikTok deal agreement is going to be set to close on January 22nd, allegedly, as we've been following this damn thing for 2 years. The rate cut decision 28th is going to be 25%. Likely that we're going to get a 25% cut. A 25 basis point cut. And I'm putting, a 97% of the week of, more than likely, leading up to it. We're going to get, of course, a higher outcome of that. Average American will receive $3,005, and $3,000 to $5,000, whatever, $3,000 to $5,000. I'm over it. An average of $3,000 tax returns for this next year. I'm just going to say that for now. I'm sick of stumbling over my own words. $2,000 checks are also coming in 2026. We have the 1776 checks already in the mail now, according to Trump. Let me know in the chat if you guys have a family member serving with the military has already received these. I still haven't heard any word as that they've actually gone into those accounts or not. Class action lawsuit for Solana, Pump.Fun, etc. still on the lineup for next year. So we have a lot of narratives next year. We have nothing, of course, leading into this year. For the rest of the year, we only got a few, days left. We got about 8 days left in the month of December. All right. So it's been a crazy year, guys. It's been a crazy year. The global bid on Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana token was near immeasurable, with total net flows into the spot Bitcoin ETFs reaching 57 billion, and then the total net assets across the ETFs reaching 114 billion. Don't forget, guys. Yes, the Bitcoin expiry on Friday is going to be $23 billion in Bitcoin alone. in Bitcoin alone. If we see a mass liquidation event, it's going to be some crazy shit. Going into 2026, the real question is, will the pace of institutional corporate and government level adoption, which were critical price drivers in 2025, continue? Since October, the robust inflows to the spot Bitcoin ETF tapered off, and in some cases turned into a seller's market for weeks at end. And this was followed, of course, by a 30% correction in Bitcoin and a 50% in Ether. In an interview with Schwab Networks, Nicole Petalides, I don't know, Cointelegraph head of markets Ray Salmond said that the crypto market's performance in earlier 2026 will depend on a range of factors, given how the narratives surrounding AI, Fed rate cuts, and strategic Bitcoin reserve ETF flows drove the market. I'm curious to see if some narratives catalyze price upside in 2026, or will a new narrative need to emerge to bring buyers back into the markets? And that's right, guys. If we do get that market structure bill in January, we'll probably see America start to buy Bitcoin by February, March. Because Cynthia Lomas has said many, many times that once that's passed, they have clear direction to, of course, acquiring Bitcoin. All right. The tariffs could slow it down, though, because I think that was their main tool they were going to do. But they could still reevaluate gold. There's other options, of course, to start purchasing Bitcoin for the United States. Still, I don't know. I still feel some kind of way about that, but it is what it is. We need, of course, law of bigger numbers to continue moving Bitcoin up. Beyond the ETF flows and demand across spot markets like Binance and Coinbase, investor sentiment regarding the immense size of the AI industry, build out and the performance of high-tech SP 500 is likely to have a direct impact on the crypto markets. The AI build out company valuations, fundraising, IPO performance, and whether data center hyperscalers continue to propel the equities markets alongside Mag 7 will remain at the forefront of everyone's mind. Don't forget too the AI integration on all these other platforms, right? We've heard the likes of I was thinking about this morning in bed. Walmart, right? So Walmart and I think Target and Amazon and a few other staples here in America, all already integrated into ChatGPT, right? And you can also just like order things directly through ChatGPT if you give it that sort of privilege, right? Or I guess approval. The idea I had in my head this morning was, well, eventually your bank account's going to be tied to that. You say, ChatGPT, check my bank account, blah blah blah. What's my balance? Eventually, then of course, obviously the the banks are also getting adoption for crypto, right? We're seeing that like hand over fist this year. Hand over fist. Every major bank is already in. It's 80% of all the U.S. banks now are all in, right? I guess my idea I had was that eventually you're gonna be like, well, set up this trade for this in this account, and JP Morgan's already offering those to their clients, accredited investors. Eventually, it's gonna be everybody. Purchase this amount of Bitcoin at this date, at this time, ChatGPT, blah, 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 and it's all going to be basically available to anyone, at any time, anywhere. And this is the sort of adoption I remember seeing a sticker shock for a lot of things back in, was it 2000 and, I think it was like probably, if I had to put a number on it, I would say the real shift happened in 2016 when everyone started using eBay as the primary sell vehicle. Craigslist started kind of getting pushed to the back end, and then Facebook Marketplace started to really, really get rampant, and people are starting to learn I can sell my own stuff by myself, and that's when you know true adoption is going to be there to turn the tides. I think the same thing's coming for AI as well. We're going to eventually get people to figure out how to use these things on a daily basis. I've been using AI now for 3 years in my personal ventures, but not everyone's figured it out yet. I still have parents that still are trying to figure out, are still starting to understand that you can like edit your images directly on your phone, because everything's already starting, of course, to adopt all those tools as well. It's all about a matter of time until everyone's got the same tools and knows how to use them. In the interview, Salman explained the rapid balance sheet expansion with a strategy to supercharge the tech-related equities of 2025. Hyperscalers spent double-digit billions on the data centers, compute, NVIDIA GPUs, and energy at some point in 2026. The expectation that will be these companies will demonstrate that can monetize the investments, or at least finance the expansions from their internal cash flow. In the latter half of 2025, Oracle, Meta, NVIDIA saw their stock prices fall. The market questioned whether or not these chance that some of these companies' free cash flow could go negative if investors smell smoke related to debt-heavy, cash-poor AI and quantum computing companies in 2026. There's likely going to be some negative reaction. Yeah, that's true. And I mentioned this last week or 2 weeks ago. that some of these economists are coming out and saying, well, the general sentiment of ChatGPT 5 is not as big, or not as doesn't feel like it's as big as an improvement as of, say, from ChatGPT 3 to 4. So maybe seeing the likes of 5 to 6 having a similar effect, where it's like, man, we're not getting these this doubling that we were getting before. And when it comes to AI, where's super artificial intelligence, right? Where's agentic AI? Where's those things being incorporated into all things? So if we do see a slowdown in innovation with AI, we could start to see that start to break down as well. How these shockwaves carry over the SPX and DAO and by proxy, crypto is something investors will need to keep it on their watch list. All right, we'll pass the Clarity Act, supercharge altcoins, DeFi, and large caps. A bullish event worth watching in the event of part of 2026 will be whether or not the Clarity Act becomes law. The crypto lobby aimed to have its passing into law before the end of the year, but a lengthy government shutdown delayed the progress, of course, hammering it out. If passed, the Clarity Act would provide clear roles and necessary environment for fintech innovators and sandbox on the U.S. And the hope is that the most offshore crypto businesses will headquarter back to the United States, because they, of course, were pushed out by the last administration. It will define the regulatory bodies. SEC and the CFTC have jurisdiction over various crypto assets, depending on whether they are classified securities or commodities. It's the first time ever we've had this major push to do so. And I'm really excited for this, too, because we keep getting a lot of praise between the SEC and the CFTC for cooperation in crypto. And a lot of these assets, guys, are going to be shifted to the CFTC as commodities, like Bitcoin and a lot of other assets. There's also a strong emphasis on consumer protections, and a better framework in this area could provide the necessary transparency and businesses and consumers need to confidently invest in crypto assets. Will a Trump-aligned Fed share an easy monetary policy turbocharge markets? The Federal Reserve's policy shift is expected to be further morphed into an easy money regime. President Trump's early 2026 Fed share section is anticipated to bring up to 100 basis point in rate cuts, of course, with the likes of Hassett or Warsh, both of them, both Kevins, want those rate cuts. Crypto investors, and also don't forget, Donald Trump also said too, it'll be mandatory for the next Fed chair to meet with me to discuss before making these announcements. That's what he said. You can't make this shit up.
Are you stupid?
So, Fed independence is going to be challenged a lot next year. I'll just say that. Crypto investors view Fed rate cuts as bullish to risk assets, but we're got a tale of two cities scenario where the data collides with most bullish perspectives. Salman explained that the job market is softening and this cooling trend is predicted to carry into 2026. And the transitory impact of Trump's tariffs has resulted in elevated goods and service costs, which is true. Health insurance premiums are insane right now, guys. Some of these are doubled from what I've heard on these TikTok videos. Doubled. Some of them even 10x. Some people are paying like $160 and now they're paying like $1,050. It's insane. It's insane. And retail investors' confidence may drop as layoffs are announced and investor debt rises. The disposable income falls 100%. But we still know, guys, that top 10% is still accounts for 50% of all spending in the United States. 50% of all spending, guys, comes from the top 10% of all net worth earners. Just, again, it's ridiculous. At the same time, investors expect Fed rate cuts to result in lower mortgage rates, compel banks to loosen the price strings for lending. Also, don't forget the collapse of the housing market could happen as well at the beginning of next year. But the potential return of easy money policy and big government spending essentially confirms that the U.S. is kicking out a debt bomb further down the road. Yeah, $38.5 trillion currently sitting. I guess, piece of the puzzle here. I'm really curious how this is going to play out. We get say we get that market crash, right? We get the stock, not the stock market, we get the real estate market, it crashes, right? An average price of a home goes from 500,000 down to like, I don't know, 300,000 maybe. It'll be insane, right? Who's still going to have the money to buy it, right? All of the United States, the middle class is not called, technically it's called the upper poor. That's what I call it now. The upper poor class doesn't have any money. They have everything on backlog. We got Klarna, we got Affirm, we got Stripe, we got all these payment plans. Of course, buy now, pay laters. PayPal has their own thing. Everyone does. Who's going to have the money to buy a house in 2026? If they're already in debt to their eyeballs. Definitely, they're going to have to adjust credit ratings, and I think they already are starting to plan to do that, actually. I think they already had a plan to start, lower than 650 now you can buy a house, with these rates, of course, going lower into next year. But yeah, I just don't know. I even if we do that crash in the real estate, I just don't know if it's going to be enough to start to recover it. All right, JP Morgan explores crypto trading for institutional clients. In 2026, the dilemma investors will have to contend with is whether or not these signals will prove that the Fed's easy money, the trade is beginning to being front run and possibly sold in confirmation, or will the evolution of the Fed's policy also reinvigorate the bull market seen across equities in 2025 and extend to crypto? There's a lot of narratives playing out next year, guys. A lot. And that's pretty much it. It is everything we have to look forward to next year. Let's dive into another news outlet, but let's check TradFi real quick, make sure they're not talking about anything in our space. What do we got?
Ticker ALB moving really quite a bit here, up 1.6% currently.
And up 71% year to date for the Charlotte, North Carolina-based company. All right, one more.
Let's take a look at Huntington Ingalls, which is a...
All right, I'm over it. CNBC, what are you rattling on about? And then we'll get back into TradFi. Crypto news. The final 4 candidates for Hassett.
And I guess there's 2 aspects to it. One is the whole issue of the yield curve and the anchoring that short rates always give longer maturities. And if a new Fed chair is going to really aggressively lead the Fed into cutting much more to sort of a la Donald Trump's desires, then that will give some kind of implicit support to longer dated securities. That said, which really goes to the core question, is I think ultimately it depends on what really is going on with inflation. Probably what's really behind the market's stability is this growing mood that amongst the other aspects of the AI boom is that it's going to boost significantly US growth potential, and therefore so long as actual growth is below potential, it means disinflationary pressures will rise, bringing inflation down. And there is definitely some credibility to that kind of way of thinking.
All right, I'm over it. These guys putting me to sleep. All right, moving on. Let's get into doom scrolling, guys. Let's see if we can find some breaking crypto news on the Real News platform over on X. I'm not feeling any of these headlines today. Let's see if we got the real news over on X today. Ride the bear. Michael Saylor says, ride the bear. Yes, you want to ride the bear. That's 100%. Going back to Steve Ballmer, who said that famously. Oh, my God. Ride the bear. Or else you'll be under the bear. And no one wants to be under the bear, guys. No one wants to be under the bear. Oh, my God. Steve Ballmer, that crazy bastard. What it feels like have Bitcoin in cold storage. Yes, my otaku brother from another mother. Samson Mao. Damn. Crazy. Yep, 100%. Exactly how that feels, guys. I can definitely... You are untouchable. Bitcoin Maxi, I need this. Wow. Oh, my God. Cool little Lego set mock-up there. AI, of course, generated. Arizona senator proposes exempting Bitcoin and crypto from taxes. There we go. Arizona doing the same thing that a little bit like Ohio, the great state of Ohio. Jake the Snake. Where's Jake the Snake this morning? Of course, he reminds me typically to remind you guys to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Trying to get to 11 hundo. We're so close. We're like 5 away. Guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. That's all, of course, I ask. Spence also in the house. How's it going, Spence? Good morning. We got Derek also here. What's up, brother? If you had to choose between Chainlink or Ondo for an 8-year hold. An 8-year hold. Damn. Which one would you choose? Oh, damn, dude. Those are 2 totally different plays, too. We're talking about the largest real-world asset play and Chainlink being the largest interoperability play. I'd probably put it in Ondo, though, just because of all the flack that Chainlink got here recently. I do love both of those projects. But, yeah, let's take a look here in the top 100. Just kind of put them 2 together. Put them against each other. But the only reason I say that is because Chainlink's probably going to have some more competition. Ondo has competition too, but it's also 76% off on the year against Chainlink. I'm surprised Chainlink hasn't done anything this year either. 43. So I think Ondo's got a lot more upside potential, and also a lot less legal headwinds against it because Chainlink is, of course, got all that rolled up with Oracle and the whole, 1010 situation. I don't want to get too deep into that, but yeah, it's probably gonna be Ondo for me personally. But again, not financial advice. Not financial advice.
I'd buy that for $1.
All right. Trying to point in the right direction. Do your research though, Derek. Please do your research. What else we got here in the chat before we move on to more news? Honey's going for round 2, Braveheart. Honey's going for round 2. Jeez. I had to step away from a few. What's going on? Sell off everywhere, says Crypto JPEG. Sell off everywhere? Really? Oh, I don't know. I'm still expecting by by 11 o'clock to see Bitcoin somehow correct higher, start to chop up here and maybe retest 89, 88, maybe even just like 88.5, something like that. They have to swing this back in this direction, because if not, Max Payne, of course, is coming for them at 84K. So it's pretty obvious where we're going to go next. I mean, they could tease the bear, right? They could tease the bear or tease the bull. I guess technically they would be teasing the bull, right? If they did want to do something like this. Oh my gosh, I'm all over the damn place with my charts this morning. Let's clean this up, get into some smaller time frames. All right. Of course, if you guys caught my live stream this morning, I didn't want to delete that last one. Oh my god. There we go. If you guys just caught me this morning now, of course, last night we were hanging out till about midnight, and Bitcoin didn't want to shit or get off the pot, so I just scribbled this on here and said, this is what it's going to do, guys, and we just called it for the night. It's exactly what it did anyway. All right. Off by a tiny amount there, about $500, something like that. Bitcoin, my idea, of course, was we're going to do this, and then, of course, we're going to open it up at 10 a.m., and we're going to highly manipulate it, come back up and at least retest some of these areas, because if we don't, Max Payne's coming for the bulls. The bulls don't want that, and we're not going to go as high or to break out above 96 because Max Payne's coming for the bears, right? So that's not going to happen until we, of course, wash this all out on February 26th. Wow. December. Damn, I'm so far ahead in the future, guys. It's ridiculous. I'm slipping. I'm time slipping. All right, so that's what I'm expecting today. Again, this is nothing new. We've seen, of course, this highly manipulated price action, but we're getting less and less and less of it as the days go on. If it doesn't correct here this morning at 10 a.m., it's going to happen in the foreign market at 10 a.m., which is typically about 12 in Japan time. So yeah, say we chop sideways and do something like this today, or even go a little lower and then come back up and do this thing. Right around 10 o'clock tonight, we'll probably climb that back up. And get the, of course, yin and yang trade again. Yeah. All right. Let's get back into the chat. How are you guys feeling? It's again some ideas I've got on for this market right now, leading up to the 26th largest expiry for Bitcoin I think we've ever seen. $23 billion in liquidations if we play this the wrong way. I had to step away for a few. What's going on? Sell-offs everywhere, says Crypto JPEG. 2%, 3%, 1%. It's just another day in crypto. 3%, 2%. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. It's just another day in crypto. Do you still think Bitcoin will drop to 74K line like Rob is predicting? I'm not calling for that until maybe after the 26th. I said this earlier. I said we could probably come back down and retest the final bottom, which has been proving pretty well again in December, right, and the end of November. We haven't been back there since November 21st. We haven't touched that bottom, 80K. Everyone, of course, is starting to buy it all up. All the institutions, all the big players, the venture capitalists, etc., etc. Verbatim, I've been saying this over and over again. I think we may come back down here and retest that. And maybe if we do actually break that, and this would be the worst case scenario, and which is fine because I've also predicted this throughout the entire year that we're gonna have a sell off into January, right? That we're gonna see everyone out. It's all over. 4-year cycles still in effect. It's still real, and then we come back down to 75K. That's what I'm looking at. But when I look at the charts every day and the order books, it kind of changes my my opinion on it a little bit more to the upside. That's why right now I have a 45% in my notes. that we're going to see a Santa rally. I keep changing this, updating this based on how I feel on the market structure and the order books on Bitcoin particularly. But yeah, I'm still looking at like a 45%. I think I went up like 5% yesterday or something like that based on just how we get closer and closer to this time frame. Let's look at the order books that we're talking about that. Of course, looking at live book map, heat map for free. Don't pay for what you get for free, guys. Of course, Kimba the White Snowland on YouTube will bring it to you for free. Guys, don't pay for what you get for free.
Stupid?
All right. No, because I'm subscribed to Kimba. All right. So yeah, we're still building up these key areas. We are smashing through a little bit of support today, but we just built a lot of this up. It's all pretty new. It's holding still. It's still holding for the most part. We lost a little bit. Let's get into that. What area did we lose? We lost a little bit here at about 85. 88. Yeah, 88. 88K. We lost that last night, right? My gosh, it's so thick. That's what she said.
What are you, stupid?
Yes. All right. So yeah, we did lose this last night, but we had a whole bunch of new key area building here for support. It's still less than we do see above us. That's of course a really big indicator that the bears are not going to give it up anytime soon. We're probably going to have to wait, obviously, for that key area to be broken after all this is said and done on the 26th. But again, I'm just kind of watching all these new areas build up closer and closer to our current price action, which of course is going to bring Bitcoin, to shoot it higher the farther and farther we test some of these lows. 86K might be a really good bounce. If it doesn't bounce at 86K, because that's the biggest area we have for buy in the buy zone, it's going to bounce at 85. If it doesn't bounce at 85, it's going to bounce at 80. Again, 80 being the final bottom, in my opinion. If we lose that, they're going to again push us back down, and we don't have anything really in 75's area anymore. So 70K is going to be the next target. So again, we've been watching this build now for 2 months. It's been kind of scary, but it could also still happen. A lot of people want that area now. And that's probably going to be like January, like the first week of January if we do see this. And I've been predicting this all year. I've been like, before even 1010, I was like, we're probably going to have some crazy shakeout. It's going to freak everyone out. They're going to think the 4-year cycle's concluded. We're going into a bear market. All the institutions are going to come by and buy it all on the cheap, and we send this whole thing rallying into next year, around the middle of the month of January to the beginning of February for a altcoin season. And I'm still calling for that. Nothing has changed, in my opinion. Even if he set down lower and lower and lower, if we don't lose that 70K, that's the big thing. We don't want to lose 70K. Once we lose 70K, that would be all over. We need a clean bounce from 70K. You will know immediately if it's going to be dead. But there's still going to be accumulations throughout forever. I mean, the big question is tomorrow more digital than yesterday? And if it is, then yes, of course. We're going to continue with crypto, accumulations. What else we have in your chat? Oh my God, you guys blowing up the chat. Derek says, thank you, brother. Of course. Do you think Bitcoin will drop to 74? Okay, yeah. I think I already answered that one earlier. Bitcoin is going to zero. Yeah, it's going to zero, Bobbin. I think we're gonna have the biggest fake out known to man. Yes, Banana Republic, exactly. Leading into crypto's first ever super cycle. It's literally like Doctor Strange pointing his finger up in the stark moment in the end game. Oh my God. Yes, Bobbin, Banana Republic gets it. Bobbin gets it. It's going to be one or the other, right? Definitely not going to zero. Only one possible scenario when we get to where we get the super cycle, says Banana Republic. Audrey Bobbin says, but Simon Cat's crypto is the only good crypto out there, says Dave Portnoy. Oh God. Oh, did he really say that? Really? Oh my God. Andy, Super Andy, how's it going? Andy, of course, our Scottish lad from the other side, the other across the pond. Just in, US quarter 3 GDP raises 4.3% higher than expectations. Yes, It is all just according to plan. All according to plan. Derek Thrill says, I'm a huge fan of ZBAC for the long haul. Do you think XRP is liquid gold? Every other YouTube creator saying, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh yeah. What would be you choose from the altcoin that you would scoop up on the dip? Altcoins. Oh boy. Well, I can tell you, I'm no expert. Even though I've been watching crypto for the last 6 years, paying attention every single day, listening to every single piece of news I possibly can, I can tell you that with almost certainty that XRP is not going to be giving what everyone has touted it was going to be giving everyone back in 2021. For example, those crazy, what was it, $859, $589, whatever the hell it was. Those silly numbers, albeit could happen, but like maybe 20, 30, 40 years from now, the amount of capital that we require in order to get that. And again, I never understood the entire hype around XRP, and I hate to go into an entire rant again on this, but here we go. We're going to do it. I'm going to do it. For anyone just new and never heard me rant about this before, for those who have, I guess I wish you luck in listening to me rant again, but for those who haven't, you're in for a treat. Here we go. Here's my my thesis on this. All right, XRP sitting currently at $8.88, right? The market cap currently for XRP is sitting at what are we looking at? $113 billion, right? It's the only thing really fluctuating in the top 10, as I point to every single day on the channel. Circulating supply is 60 billion tokens. 60 billion tokens. As anyone particularly familiar with crypto and market caps and, of course, coin allocations, distributions, that's a little more than half. Little more than half the supply. Full evaluation of an asset is when it's fully diluted, right? Fully in circulation. We're a little more than half. So that's not good if you're looking for, like really quick gains or anything like that. So that's number one, right? So we're looking at just the overall health of XRP, maturity, yada, yada, yada. So the market cap's sitting at $113 billion, almost 114. And for the market cap of XRP to get to $28, it would have to be roughly around 1.7 trillion. 1.7 trillion. $1 trillion market cap valuation for XRP would put it at about $17. But what about the multiplier effect? What about them pushing the switch? What about them? The market cap still matters. Market cap still matters, and the coin allocation too. Say it's a $1 trillion asset class, right? We have XRP worth a valuation of about $1 trillion in market cap. But what if the coins are now allocated? Well, we got 80 billion coins now instead of 60 billion. It's a ridiculous amount of coins too. With 80 billion tokens on $1 trillion market cap, it's now only worth $12. Where are we going to get this kind of money? Well, it's going to take over everything. It's going to engulf the entirety of the world's value. $700 trillion going into one asset? Really? I don't see it. I don't see it. What if it got a fraction of it? What if it got 100? What if it got a seventh of it? A tenth or whatever? I don't know. Let's say 70 trillion. $70 trillion evaluation for XRP. There's your 868 with $70 trillion going after one asset. Well, it's only made for the banks. It's only made for the big money. It's supposed to be big money going back and forth, not small money. Oh, we already have a lot of solutions being proposed by all these banks that want to do their own thing. JP Morgan has their own coin. Bank of America has their own coin. All the, of course, you get their own treasuries. Of course, going back and forth, real world assets, BlackRock, everyone doing their own thing, as well as XRP, of course, creating all these CBDCs. Why would you want to vote? Like, this is the real question I have for you guys. Morally, why would you vote for the most controlling centralized asset in our space? Like, why would you? I never understood it. Like, you want to give away all your freedom? It's almost like it's so normie driven. It's insane. It's asinine. And I just I absolutely loathe the damn thing. I've held it for 5 years, by the way, too. I'm not like I sold my XRP this year at $3.40 or something like that. We ran it up first time. I held the legendary 10,000 coins or whatever it was from the last bear market into bull market. I've held it since 2020. I just don't see the point to hold it much further, because we're not going to see that crazy move. I don't think that people are seeing. I just don't see it. You unlock the floodgates, all that capital goes in there, but it's not for you. You think they're just going to let you drain that money out? I mean, I just don't understand the mindset. All right. Getting back into Cliff. Yes, Cliff. He gets $5 $2 super chat, 200 pennies. Let's go. Zebek to dollar. Someday, yes, someday Zebek will get to $1. I'm done with my XRP rant. I'll get off my XRP horse. Yeah, and I'll get back into, of course, this. But I just want to, of course, let you guys know my plan hasn't ever changed. I've always been really clear with you guys. I've held 30 coins last cycle. I did okay. In bear market, you can buy whatever you want as long as you're picking things with quality, utility. It's going to do well. We're not in a bear market yet, per se, but when we do get there, remember that all the money's made in the bear market. I have always held a certain amount of my portfolio of Bitcoin. I always have at least half of my portfolio, sometimes a lot more, depending on how things move. As of right now, it's more than half my portfolio because of how terrible this cycle's been. I'm so happy I've never sold my Bitcoin, never will sell my Bitcoin. That's my retirement. And yeah, I personally believe you need to make sure you have a very diverse portfolio that makes sense for you. And if you're trying to attain wealth, you need to store it in real assets that produce wealth. And Bitcoin, of course, is the biggest in our space. So just keeping that out there. I put 50% of my portfolio in Bitcoin, 25% in like L1s. L1s that are gonna do decent. They're gonna, like Sui, for example. I don't hold any of the larger L1s because I think a lot of those have already moved enough. Ethereum's not a bad one. Maybe Solana as well. I made a ton of money on those assets in the last bear market, except Ethereum. Broke even on Ethereum basically. Actually no, I didn't break. I made a little bit with Ethereum. I bought Ethereum when it was like $500. Sold it when it was heading back to 2,000, something like that, to move into other assets. But anyway, just telling you my experience with this space. My portfolio is set up 25% L1s, 25% high risk, maybe some utility shot in the darks, and that's how I roll. I roll 50% of my portfolio in Bitcoin, 25% big L1s or medium sized L1s like Sui, and then 25% in the other miscellaneous category. I don't play crazy trends. I don't do anything stupid. Every once in a while I'll have one like gaming pick, one AI pick. I'm very methodical and my crypto veteran status now. Let's get back in the chat. How you guys feeling? For utility, is Zebek a better option, says Derek. I think so. I haven't been as passionate about many projects in the past. I've only 3 I've ever been really passionate about, and that's Bitcoin, Jasmy, and Zebek. I love the idea of every single one of those projects. Probably a little too much committed to them. Hate to marry my bags, never going to sell my Bitcoin. That's definitely married to that one either way, which is, I guess, a terrible thing to say in our space. So keep that in mind too. Maybe that's not you. Zebek definitely found that gem via Rob, guys, in the crypto futures. In the link in the description down below, his channel. If it wasn't for Bitcoin and Zebek, my portfolio would look vastly different today, to the downside, obviously. I'm very passionate about Zebek because of its payroll options, providing, of course, another route to get paid within the minute, the second, the day, whatever your payroll company will allow you to do, your corporate entity or whatever it's going to be partnered with. I'm really excited about those options for people in the future. I think it's long overdue. People are going to say, "Oh, it's going to be a regulatory issue." We need to protect the people for getting all their money by the minute. Yeah, that's what they're going to say. I know it. I know it's going to come. We got to help protect them because the American user is only used to getting paid every single week or 2 weeks. So if they get all their money every single day, they're going to spend it and not budget properly. That's up to Americans to decide. We need to start treating, of course, Americans more respectfully when it comes to financing. We need to teach them something in school. So yeah, that's how I feel about Zebek. I'm very passionate about it. I think it's going to do well. I'm going to always hold probably a portion of it. I'm probably going to sell a majority of it, but I'm always going to have at least a few million probably lingering, just like Jasmy as well. I'm very passionate about Jasmy because it's protecting our data. not only protecting our data, but if you wanted to sell it, you could sell it and not just give it away to Google and Facebook and all these companies that have been stealing our data for years. We have no sort of mechanism to lock it up and protect our data and, you know, make some money off our data if we wanted to. So I think that's going to change the game as well. I'm just, of course, waiting for that big thing to happen in Japan next year to see how that plays out as well. Of course, the first regulated crypto asset ever in Japan, the Bitcoin of Japan, dubbed Jasmine. All right. I've already, shilled my bags enough, guys. Those are my 3 favorite. And my three top 2 holdings, too, still, to date. Very convicted on those 3. All right, Bitcoin's still chopping up here. Where are we at right now? Still holding about 87 and some change, 87.4. Still haven't got that rebound just quite yet, but it's inevitable. We're going to see, of course, some sort of correction to keep us up here no matter what, somewhere in the middle. My bet's in just probably a little lower than 90K. So maybe we just kind of ride this bear trend a little bit more, getting closer and closer to the 26. All right, guys, where are we right now? We're about 20 minutes away from 11 a.m. I got to head out here soon. I'm going to be on the road for the majority of the day. If you guys didn't catch the last night's live stream, I'm going to be hanging out with a friend of mine who's got a 3D print farm. He wants to give me a tour. And so I'm not sure if I'm going to be back on time. And I've been reminding you guys every live stream up until now that I may miss the night's live stream. I'm probably going to be back in time for Tinfoil Hat Tuesday, but if I'm not, we'll probably push it out to 9 o'clock. And Cody and I have been going back and forth on this as of last night. And it seems like it's going to work out better for him at 9 p.m. So we'll see how that plays out. I'm going to try to get back on time either way. But if I don't, I'll let you know on the Discord, guys. On the Discord. On the Discord. Let's do one more run through TradFi and then head out. I got to get on the road. It's a few hours away. All right. Let's see what we got here. Also, I'm in my 3rd day now of fasting, water fasting. So tonight I might be completely brain dead. I'm just giving you full warning. I might have to break down and just eat something. This is why I can never get through 3 days. I can never get through 3 days because it alters my performance here on YouTube. And I feel like I'm getting a second wind right now with the coffee, but I'm all out of coffee. All right, let's get back in TradFi real quick. What are they talking about? Nothing. They got nobody on right now. CNBC coming up. AI models race to commoditization. Interesting. Commoditizing AI assets. They look like they have Kevin Asset on again too. Where is he at right now on the polls? Let's take a look here. Where's Polymarket? Kevin Hassett, where is he at? Man, they're really not covering him on the top list anymore. It's pretty much a given now, I guess. All right, Fed share, 62% now. Damn, he's up another. So it's 7% today. 62%, up from 55 last time we checked. All right, Kevin Hassett's probably gonna get it. We're stuck between 4 now. That's Kevin Hassett, Kevin Warsh, Christopher Waller, Rick Reeder. Rick Reeder is BlackRock. I don't think I want more control in the markets from BlackRock executive. So Kevin Hassett, the wettest blanket there is probably going to get it. I'm okay with that now, I guess. I honestly don't like Kevin Warsh's statements or Christopher Waller's statements from the SEC or the Fed meeting we had on crypto innovation a few months ago. That was terrible what they were saying, of course, with only allowing yield for stablecoins for the banks and not for us, and leaning more towards broker dealers versus holding your own assets, kind of challenging self-custody, that sort of thing. So I'm okay with Hassett now. I still think he is gonna be annoying to listen to. I'll see how his calls go, but that's probably who we're gonna get either way. All right. Moving on. Let's see what else we got here. Just one more check through TradFi. Did we already get through Bach Business? Yeah, I think we did. They're broken. There we go. Mariah Carey hits 100th career week atop Hot 100. Oh, God. What the hell, Fox? All right, guys. That's all I got for you. I got to head out. Bitcoin, of course, doing the thing. I still think we're range bound. I don't think we're going to break in or out of here anytime soon until, of course, after Christmas. Be funny if we actually saw it Christmas Day. This wrecked everybody. We saw this mass liquidation event. I would die laughing. We're also going to be live on Christmas, guys, too. Screw it. I'm going to do every single day. Not going to take a day off. All right, guys. Have a good one. I will see you later. Yeah. See you soon. Hopefully tonight I'll be back on time. But again, I'll see you soon.
When will then be now?
Soon. So hard to say goodbye every day.
Fly me to the moon, let me trade among the stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my king. Oh! In other words, let's make history.
Yep, I still got to do the outro. Guys, just quickly in the chat, gold is 6% of the world's wealth, says Lauren Surflife. Bitcoin's only 0.2. That's right, guys, we're so early. Also, shouting back to that rich list. I don't have time to go over it again, but oh my god, I would definitely start doing a rant of the rich list if I had some more time. Also, yes, laser. Don't forget to enjoy the laser farm. Bitcoin, $2 chaos. What? Collector's item. Oh my god, that's right. I forgot to check if I had any $2 bills with me. I don't think I do. I checked my stack last night. I didn't see any. Yes. Have a great day, everyone. I never thought it would ever get brought up, the $2 bills. I have some back in the bunker, though. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great day. Of course, don't save your money in this silly shit. Let's save it in real assets that matter. Gold, silver, Bitcoin. Later.
When will then be now? Soon.
He played the same damn thing again. Oh, my God. All right. Only winning, guys. Winning. Winning.
We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning.